Welcome to Up on Game Presents. And this is Keeping Pace with Skill. And now, here again, LaVar Arrington.
All right, I'm LaVar Arrington. It's Michael Hartwell, operator of over 9 Buffalo Wild Wings here in, is it all in Richmond or?
We have 5 in Richmond, 9 total in like Central Virginia.
Okay, Central Virginia. Love that, obviously. I represented Virginia in the nation's capital when I played for the Washington football team many years ago. Wanted to talk to you and just hear about what is your love, what is your passion for what it is that you do in terms of what the business of what you do provides to your community?
Sure. Many things. I'm a huge sports fan, so sports is a big part of what we do. Obviously with all the TVs and we get every game, so being able to share that experience with our guests, you know, whether they root for your team or they root for the other team and you can needle them a little bit, it's a fun environment, and I enjoy being able to be in that environment within my community. I also enjoy being able to give opportunities to our employees in the environment and the community to, you know, make a living. We employ almost 500 employees in our company, most of whom have no college degree. So to be able to provide an opportunity for people to make a living and support themselves and their families is great, and it's definitely something I take a lot of pride in.
It hasn't been the easiest of times, and so to be able to employ that many people, to give that many opportunities, how difficult did it become for you to operate during this COVID era?
Very difficult. In the beginning, you know, we went from over 500 employees and we dropped down to probably 50 or so. We lost probably 90% of our hourly staff. I am very proud of the fact that we did not lose any of our salaried people. We kept everyone on, but it was a huge shift because, you know, we didn't have dine-in business, which is a huge part of what we do. We had to pivot to a lot of takeout and delivery. So there was definitely a learning curve with that. And then there was definitely some growing pains when business started opening back up to get those employees back in the building. You know, was a challenge, but you know, we've done it. We're almost where we need to be. We're almost pre-pandemic levels staffing wise. But it was definitely, you know, a challenging 2020 for sure.
Now having patrons be able to come back into the restaurant, you do have the TVs up and going. So many memories are made, so many opportunities to make new friends and just have so many great experiences. One that comes to mind for me, and I'm gonna throw this your way. We used to go to a pizza shop, and it had 2 games, all right? One was Pac-Man. The other one, you might not know this one. I might be too old for you on this one. It's called Excite Bike.
Oh, yeah.
You know about Excite Bike? Yeah. One of my best memories was while you were waiting on the pizza, you go play those games. And it was a table. So you sat on this side, there was a seat on this side, and you actually could operate it from both sides. And I just recall meeting people, random people, conversations, and creating memories while you were at the place that you were eating. Most times in the community, restaurants provide a place where you build family bonds with people that you didn't, you know, grow up with or be born in the same home as them. Obviously, we're talking and Pace-O-Matic being a company that does skill games. And to me, the reason why I love and enjoy talking about the skill games is because I feel as though you're able to have interesting moments, cool moments, and build memories with the entirety of everything that surrounds what's taking place. What has been your experience in terms of having skill games in Buffalo Wild Wings, and how those memories, and also if you want to go into how it impacts your ability to be able to help your employees, or be able to hire more, or take care of benefits, or whatever it may be. So it's not just a game that you're playing Excite Bike, put a couple quarters in, and then you keep it moving. These skill games actually give an opportunity to create a revenue stream of significant value.
Sure, yeah. These machines have been great because, like you said, it does provide entertainment, but it also provides an opportunity for our guests to get something back, which, Excite Bike never did.
Right.
You get the high score, it's not going to pump out quarters to you, right? So, it's great because we have a lot of repeat business because of them. We see the same faces almost every day. They're really great to our wait staff. They treat them very well. They take care of them, especially, when they hit a big number. Our staff sees a little bit of that, which is great. And it's really added, a nice new energy. It kind of coincided with us reopening. So it was a nice piece to add that we didn't have before, to just add to the overall entertainment value of the restaurant. So they've been really great. And the staff like them. Our guests love them. We see a lot of repeat business because of it.
People play solitaire. People play poker. People play video games online all the time. To be able to bring those aspects into your restaurant, what does that mean to you, to say, all right, instead of just sitting at home on your cell phone or whatever it may be, you're actually able to come into our restaurant and be able to enjoy things that you would be maybe playing on in the palm of your hand with your phone or on a computer, but you're actually able to come into an environment. How important is it to create an environment where you have variety in terms of what you're doing with games? I can recall my mom playing solitaire, and this is before all the technology, but she played solitaire, with the cards.
Yeah.
And so there's so many different things, elements that come into play with just games and the skill of it. It took skill to be able to get through the deck of cards.
Yeah.
It takes skill to be able to do, when I played Excite Bike, I was pretty doggone good. I got to say, I really did some really good stuff on that game. How cool is that for you to be able to provide that service while they're here watching the games and getting their food?
It's very important, and I think it's great because, our guests, for the most part, they're sports fans, and they love the competition. They love the action. So to be able to watch their game, feel that action and excitement, but also to play a game themselves and to get action for themselves, all the while, getting great service, ice cold beer, hot wings. It's really just a great environment, and I think it checks a lot of boxes for a lot of folks.
Some would say that's the American dream: a cold beer, some good food, and some video games. That skill games. That some would say that's the American dream.
It's not a bad way to spend an afternoon or evening. Sure.
I mean, I would have to concur with that. All right, now give me something that I don't know. Mike runs all these restaurants. What is the one thing in dealing with, obviously, Pace-O-Matic and skill games, what what is something that we should know that from a benefit to a experience that we don't know, that Mike knows?
I think I would go back again to just say that it provides business and regulars and opportunities for our employees to make more money. And that's really, the nice added benefit for us is that it creates repeat business, which in turn creates more revenue for our wait staff. So, from a business owner standpoint, that's what we want. We want to make money. We want our staff to make money, and with these machines, it allows our guests to make money too.
So it creates a sustainability for what it is that you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mike, I appreciate
Yes.
this beautiful place. I appreciate your hospitality. And certainly I appreciate the fact that you provide an experience, because obviously the one thing you want to have when you come out is have an experience.
Sure,
So
absolutely.
appreciate you doing that. Appreciate you doing that. So Mike, what happens if the skill games are not in the stores?
Sure, yeah, we had a little bit of experience with that.
Okay.
At the end of last year, when we had to remove them. We definitely saw a dip in revenue. Our wait staff saw a dip in their revenue. We saw a dip in the actual guests in the building, because like I said, they create a lot of regulars. A lot of people like to come, make it their place. They have the game they like to play. They have the server they like to wait on them. They have their favorite food, ice cold beer, like I mentioned. So taking that, component away, it definitely hurt. It made it easy for them, just to stay home and play whatever game they wanted to at home, and miss out on the experience of having it here.
So being able to bring them back actually stimulated more people to come in and kind of find that comfort level and that zone of consistency that, again, helps your business to be able to find sustainability in operation.
Absolutely, yeah. As soon as we brought them back, we saw old faces again. We saw the revenue come back up. We saw our wait staff start to make more money again. So, everyone was happy. It was great.
Talk to me about regulations. What's your idea of that? How do you feel about it?
I think it's important. I think it's important that it's handled appropriately, and that the games are we want to pay tax on that on that revenue. We want the money to stay in the state. We don't want to compete with any illegal games going out there. We want everything to be on a level playing field, and we want to contribute to the tax revenue for the state.
That's my man Michael Hartwell right there. Me? Did I say it right, Hartwell?
Yeah.
Did I get it right?
You got it right.
I got it right.